Hey Arrows, welcome to Dr. D's Pizza Party, a monthly video series where I interview different people from the Watertown School District so you can get to know them a little better. Each month we'll also be featuring a different pizza place in Watertown. This month's pizza is Empire Pizza. Is that the Jack Special?
It's the Jack Special.
Oh yeah. Today's guest is Dr. Jennifer Bollinger, Special Services Director here in Watertown. Welcome, Dr. Bollinger.
Thank you.
Great to have you today. So why don't you start by just introduce yourself a little bit, tell us a little bit more about you.
So I'm Dr. Jen Bollinger. I am a native to Watertown. I graduated as an Arrow and came back to be an Arrow. Currently, I'm the Director of Special Services, but I've worn many hats in our school district, all the way from 7th grade math teacher, alternative math instructor for an alternative team, principal at McKinley, principal at the intermediate school, and now I sit here today as the Director of Special Services.
Whew.
Yep.
Busy lady, busy lady. So I know you started your career elsewhere, so what brought you back to the Watertown School District? And tell us maybe what you were doing prior to that.
So prior to that, I was a Mitchell Colonel. Ooh, everybody. I taught 6th grade math at the middle school in Mitchell. Got to really fall in love with middle school kids. I just appreciate that age so much. I know not everybody gets joy out of those children, but I think they're awesome. I think all kids are awesome. But then we had the opportunity, my husband and I, to move to Watertown. A job opened, 7th grade math. And my parents live here, and so it was just good to come home and let my kids grow up with my parents. So
very nice, very nice. Many people might not know what the job title means, Special Services Director. Can you tell us a little bit more about that role and how this impacts students?
You name it, Special Services kind of covers it. It's everything. So most of my job is working with students that are on IEPs, but I also cover students who are on 504s, making sure that kids have a fair and equal playing ground. If they struggle in a certain area, to make sure that we have accommodations and we can help them learn the best that they can. And so I work with students all the way from birth to 3, all the way up to age 21. So I don't think people think about that a lot, that there's the babies on the one end and the young adults on the other end. It's not just those students kindergarten through 12th grade that we traditionally think of. Our services go from the babies to 21.
Whew. And then maybe there's some Title I, there's the English as a second language,
all that other stuff.
Of those.
That's
other
all
services,
the other layers, yes. So yeah, we do title, we do 504s, we do English as a second language, IEPs. So really when I say if there's a meeting regarding a student and their learning, I'm probably involved.
So you mentioned earlier that prior to this position, you were a principal and a teacher. Are there parts of those jobs that you miss now that you have more district responsibilities?
Yes, however, somebody gave me some good advice, Dr. D, and he said when you miss them, go find them. So I do sometimes miss the kids when I am working on giant spreadsheets that I have to turn into the state. It gets a little monotonous, and it's kind of secluding, but Dr. D's advice is when you miss the kids, go find them. And so I do. I like to get out to all the schools. I was at 3 different schools today. Oftentimes I'm at 3 or 4 schools a day, just interacting with kids, walking the hallways, just finding the kids, because that's what makes me happy.
Yeah, that's great. I know you've always been busy with your kids, all of their activities, and that time is kind of really screeching here to a halt. So how do you stay involved in the school now, besides the job part?
Yeah, so my kids were very involved. I had 3 sport athletes, all of my kids were. So we were go all the time. And then all of a sudden, like you said, they graduate and it's, So I really try to, fortunately, where my office is in the activities office, happy accident. So I get to do a lot of stuff after school. I've done line judging for volleyball just randomly. This weekend I worked the state gymnastics meet. So I like to just find those opportunities within the school district to make sure that again, see the kids and be involved and see what they're all doing.
Yeah, that's great. We appreciate all the extra help.
Mm-hmm.
How about a little bit of outside of work? What kind of hobbies do you have?
So I still follow my niece and nephew in their hockey careers. They're pretty young, so I get to go watch them play hockey, which is super fun. But when they're not doing that, I have chickens at my house. I have ducks at my house. I have dogs. I have cats. I have kind of a small, funny farm. And so that's really fun. I spend a lot of time tootling out in the yard with my animals and gardening. I love my flower beds and all that kind of stuff. And then, oddly enough, because we don't have kids anymore and we don't have sports to watch, my husband and I have gotten really into F1 racing.
Okay.
It's something new.
All right. I was going to end with a quack quack, but maybe it should be a vroom vroom.
A vroom vroom. It starts March 15th, so here we
Okay.
go.
Tell us one thing about you that those of us who work with you maybe wouldn't know.
Well, it's probably the F1 racing, maybe, because that's something people don't know. I'm Team McLaren, not Red Bull.
Okay.
If you're into that, yeah, that's
For-
probably something people don't really know.
Yeah, I bet I did not. That was
There
new
you go.
information today. Well, is there anything else you want to tell us about yourself or let the audience know or the district know?
It's just that all the jobs in our school district are fun, but mine is exceptionally great because I get to see the kids from babies all the way up to that 21-year-old age. So we have some students in our 18 to 21-year-old program that I've had since me personally as a principal since kindergarten. So it's so fun to just watch our kids grow into young adults and be successful.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dr. Bollinger, for joining us today. Now, our sign-off for Dr. D's Pizza Party is we take a bite, and today we're going to take a bite of this fine Empire Pizza. So thank you very much.
Thank you.